Hi everybody, my name is Jill Olausen,
Hi, I'm Tracy Lane.
and we're going to be your instructors for the summer semester of GNRS 508A, Research in Theory and Advanced Practice Nursing. So I'm a assistant professor at Azusa Pacific, and I've been there about 6 years this coming fall. I've taught this course for about 3 years face-to-face and 3 years online as well. So we're really excited to have you join us in this online course. A little bit about myself. I had got my PhD at University of Utah and did some qualitative research into the experiences of people who develop diabetes after getting a bone marrow transplant. So I have a little bit of experience with diabetes, chronic illness, oncology, and qualitative research. Tracy, what's your background then with research or your experience?
So I have been with APU. This is my third semester. I teach at the San Diego campus face-to-face, the Research 508 class, and this is my first time online. I have been a nurse for about 21 years, most of that critical care. I got my DNP in 2012. And since then, I've done qualitative research on safety concerns of staff and also several evidence-based practice projects within my hospital.
Great. Did you have any, your DNP project, did it have a title or a specific topic?
So that was one of my published evidence-based practice projects, and it was identifying delirium in the post-surgical population using the confusion assessment method.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
So I think this class of research and theory, we're going to tell you a little bit about research and theory, but also about evidence-based practice. So it'll be great that you have, we can kind of look at the roles of somebody who has their PhD doctorate and somebody who has their DNP doctorate. And one of the weeks we do go through the differences of what those are and some of the differences in research in those different roles. So a little bit about me. I grew up on the East Coast and spent a lot of time in Massachusetts and got my BSN in Boston. And then I lived in did travel nurse for quite a while. I worked a little bit in Africa and traveled to Martha's Vineyard in Seattle and lots of fun places. And then settled down for a little bit and worked in various roles in a hospital in New Hampshire. Did some emergency room and some care coordination, and also did some supervising. After that, I started working with a nurse practitioner who worked in diabetes, and I really fell in love with that. So my second half of my career was in diabetes. I became a certified diabetes educator. So after about maybe 10 years in New Hampshire, I got really tired of the cold weather, and a job posting came up at City of Hope. So we picked up the family and we all moved to out to Claremont. We lived in Claremont, California for maybe 12 years. I was at City of Hope as their diabetes educator for, geez, I really can't remember how long exactly, but I think it was about 5 years. I worked as an assistant manager on the medical oncology floor for a while there. And I also worked at City of Hope with their research, nursing research department there with Marcia Grant and Betty Farrell. After, I think after I was there for maybe like 8 years, I decided that this research looked really cool and decided to get my my PhD. So I went to University of Utah and I did a synchronous PhD. So it was like this, where we all had kind of a video connection and had to go to campus a couple times a year. So most recently, after working at City of Hope, I took a job at Azusa Pacific and taught there for 3 years. And just after I had 2 grandkids and kind of missing my family all back east, I took a role as an online educator, and now I'm living in Maine. And I've been back here for maybe 3 years. So I will be joining you guys from Maine each week, and we'll maybe show some pretty pictures of Maine, and you can see out there the water.
Okay.
So I think I truly am blessed to be able to still work with the Azusa Pacific and to be able to be on the East Coast and teach to you all. So I think that's enough about me, and I will pass it over to Tracy.
Okay, so I also grew up on the East Coast in Virginia. I've been a nurse in May for 21 years. And so I came to Santa Barbara in 2001 as a travel nurse, and went to Laguna Beach after that, and then settled down in San Diego. So I've been here for about, 18 years, 19 years. And I love it here. San Diego is beautiful. I went and got my master's in nursing education in 2008, and then decided to go back for my DNP at Loyola University Chicago, where I also did what they called at the time an immersion program. Really, it was synchronous online, where each semester you would do your research at your facilities in your own state, and then for a week you would go to campus and present all of the projects that you were doing, along with online classes for my doctorate. And then in 2016 decided I wanted a little bit different perspective on healthcare, so went back and got my MBA in healthcare management, graduated with that in 2018. I'm currently, my role at Scripps Health is the advanced practice nurse for the hospital, so I deal with all different specialties in a general role, helping out with evidence-based practice, quality improvement, mentoring, Six Sigma, and some leadership role. So that's where I'm at now. I have 2 sons, 18 and 11, that keep me pretty busy with sports, football, basketball, baseball, and now online learning for them as well during this crisis. So that's been challenging and exciting at the same time. I've been with APU. This is, like I said, my third semester, and have taught the Research 508 class for the past 2 semesters. So that's a little bit about me. I don't have the view of the water, and our beaches are closed. So. Oh
no! Well, hopefully that'll change pretty soon. Yeah, you're in a beautiful part of the country as well. Yeah. We really look forward to sharing and learning with you all and teaching, and I think that's it. Anything from you, Tracy?
No, I'm looking forward to this semester. Thank you.
Okay, bye guys.
Bye.